talk to you guys about something that I keep seeing over and over again. Calling the Holy Spirit He. Calling the Holy Spirit she. When you put a title on the Holy Spirit, you are you're out of line. I'm just going to put it like that. You're out of line because for the Holy Spirit to be in flesh, the number for the beast is 666. They consider man beast. They consider, in the Bible, this is what they consider. This is what the so-called gods of this earth, they consider man beast. But when you walk around calling the Holy Spirit Lord, calling the Holy Spirit Father, calling the Holy Spirit anything to do with a male or female aspect, it's not true. Because you're giving it a gender. The Holy Spirit is not a gender. The Spirit is life. The Spirit is all around you. The Holy Spirit surrounds you. The Holy Spirit is the entire galaxies. So it really befuddles me that millions of people continue to call this being he or she or father. I don't understand why do people continue to do that when there is no being come from the heavens have a gender. Did you know Adam and Eve, they were guardians of the garden? And I want you to think about this. As so above as so below. We are in different times. We are in different time slots. We are in different realms. We are in different timelines. So, between Earth and the heavens, that's two different timelines. Adam and Eve were of the garden. They were guardians of the garden. But I want you to wrap your head around this. When Adam and Eve fall from the garden, when they fell from the garden, is when they were able to see each other's gender. At this point, they became a beast. But beforehand, they had no gender. Their eyes were covered. All they could see each other is light. That's it. They couldn't see anything else. They knew that they were there. They knew that they were in the same vicinity together. But these beings, they didn't know what they were. It didn't become visible to them until to the naked eye until they committed this great sin from eating from the garden, the tree of knowledge, of knowing good and evil. But I'm going to tell you, in the heavenly realm, there is no such thing as gender. These angels, they have no gender. where they get Michael and Ariel and all these other names, men names. That's a false. This is false teachings because they're giving it a gender. They're giving it by the flesh. When you give a title to a being, which is the Holy Spirit, you give that title to the being, you're basically calling the Holy Spirit a beast. You're basically calling the Holy Spirit flesh. When the Holy Spirit is not flesh, when the Holy Spirit has no form, it is no male nor female. It is source. It is the cosmos. It is everything you see, everything you touch. I wonder what are you all thinking by calling the Holy Spirit Father, or He, or She? What are you thinking? You're making this being as if it is human, and it is not. It is what it is. It is just existing. I don't know how much more I can say about this subject because I see a lot of people praying to the Holy Spirit and calling it a ma'am, a sir, a father. I mean, I don't understand why are people doing that. I don't get it because you're saying that this being is a gender. You're looking at you're looking at it as a fleshly being. Humans desire flesh. The Holy Spirit does not desire flesh. The Holy Spirit only desires to understand our lives and how we live and how we love and how we care and how we treat each other. I don't understand this. And I see some people that, well, one person in particular that I just met not too long ago, um, she uses the word father. This being has no form. It has no gender. Anything come from the heavens. Let's just put it like this. When they say Lucifer fell, when they say Lucifer failed and his angels fell to the earth, when they left the heavens, they was formless. They had a form, but they were not male nor female. And when they fell to the earth is when the gender came, male and female. This is when they became, because they lose their power, they lose their light, and they gain flesh, and they become a male or female. At that point, it becomes a sexual look, just the same as these fallen angels appear to women. It's because they fell from heaven. So therefore they took on a form of a fleshly being, and that can change their look at will to entice the women of this earth. You get where I'm going with this? So the Holy Spirit, the creator of all things, has not failed. The being is around this planet. The being is all over the entire galaxies. This being has no form. So I don't understand, why do you people keep saying Father or Lord? Why? If this being has no gender, how can it make a child? It can create, of course. I guess I could say that. It can create. It creates its children. But it's able to speak things in existence. So it is, you are as its child. And I said its child. I didn't say he, I didn't say she. Its child. So you can't walk around, and I'm not trying to take with you. You do what you want to do. But what I'm trying to get you to wake up to see is, when the angels fell to this earth, they lost their power, but they didn't lose enough to where they can manipulate human life. They didn't lose enough to where, but they lost their magic, but they're still able to change form at will. They're still able to deceive at will like they want to. So therefore, it's like when they fall, they go through different changes. They go through different changes, and they're falling and they're falling and falling. Finally, they get flesh. They go from a light body to a dense body. But this takes time as they come falling, and all of a sudden they're in their flesh. But they still have the power to change. They still have the power to be invisible. They still have the power to allure women. This is why they came up with the Nephilim. The sin is to see in the flesh. The fruit, the forbidden fruit, is to see in the flesh, to visualize someone in the flesh, to visualize someone in a sexual manner, and especially without knowing their spirit. So therefore, when these 200 angels and Satan fell and created Nephilim, they were able to change at will. They were able to morph as so far as reptilians, which basically what they were, fallen, but they didn't have a form yet. This form began when they fell, and they became in flesh, the reptilian flesh, and then they were able to change and morph into whatever they wanted to be, whomever they wanted to entice. So when you leave the heavens, you come to earth, your flesh. So the Holy Spirit is not flesh. The Holy Spirit is not a man. It's not a woman. This being has no gender. So I'm going to leave this here. I really hope that you all understand or understand or overstand what I'm trying to say. I hope you get the picture in your mind of calling the Holy Spirit a beast by giving the Holy Spirit that 666. They say that it's Satan, but that number just really means flesh. It just really means gender. It just really means male and female. Just like every animal on this planet, cow, horse, pigs, chickens, whatever you want to call them, roosters, male and female, flesh. That's what that is. That's what that 666 is. Flesh. When you live in the flesh and you give the Holy Spirit a title as being in the flesh, this is wrong. And you call the creator of all things a fleshly being, this is false. This is going against universal code, universal law. You're calling the Holy Spirit flesh. And this is a no-no. This is not a good thing. So, I'm sorry I've been on a hiatus. Not much to really speak about at this time. But I'm glad that there are some that are still sticking there. And I hope after this message today that you'll still continue to stick around and hear and learn more about the things that I have to say. October, I will be doing a podcast, and if you are watching me, if you do see my YouTube channel, or if you see my Facebook channel, which is LAM and my last name CHENEVERT, I will be on a podcast coming up pretty soon. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff that the Holy Spirit has shown me. So, guys, stay tuned. If I can, I will try to air that podcast on my YouTube channel. If I can. I want to thank all my subscribers, old subscribers and new subscribers. Thank you. Those that are abroad, thank you so much for being here, watching my channel, watching my content. You know, it means the world to me that I reach my hand as far as I can. Thank you very much. Till next time, ancestor of the carrion and lion race.